Hello. Hello, Niagara girl. Niagara girl, are you from Niagara? As you may know, that's where I am from originally. Hello. I am like entirely on Insta Live right now. It's a little past 4 o'clock Eastern, and I do not have Facebook going or anything else. I decided to show up today to be here right with you guys on Instagram. Hello, Michelle Cannon. Hello, Anna Bordner. AK Hanoian, first Whole Fit Live. Awesome. Hi. What are you guys up to? It's the last day of May, so that's exciting. Yes, say hello. Hello, hello, hello. I can see you all joining. And because I don't have other streaming social media going on right now, I can be totally focused on your questions and your engagement today. So I wanted to hop on for 30 minutes, last day of the month, primarily to help those of you who have questions about doTERRA and essential oils and getting started, and whatever questions you have, I'm gonna stay on till 4:35 and I'm gonna answer them for you. If we haven't met before, my name is Ange Peters. I'm the founder of WholeFit. We have a pretty big global community of health lovers, essential oil users, just like you. Some of you maybe aren't using them yet, all over the world. And yeah, I see some of you posting questions already. Just hold on to them, copy them, and get ready to paste them, okay? So anyway, a lot of us know each other from my weekly broadcast, WholeFit Talks, where I typically stream on Wednesdays here and on Facebook on the brand page. I'm taking the summer off from the broadcast, as you know, so it'll be back in September. But I was doing some business today, last day of month stuff, helping a few people get started with doTERRA today. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna hop on and give 30 minutes of my time. For those of you that might have questions, maybe you've been on the fence for a long time and you wanna be able to ask that question, you know, is doTERRA really for you? Could your health and self-care go to the next level because of integrating essential oils? Now, one of the things I want to put out there right away, you will never see me talk about using doTERRA for disease, and here's why. What we do here is we treat health. We live in a state of high natural lifestyles. We promote prevention in all situations as much as possible so that disease goes away as a byproduct of how we live. So much of what we are facing today is a result of our lifestyle. So I'm here, and what I'm talking to today is how you can actually utilize doTERRA to turn off what might be coming, okay, down the road. So that's what we do. So please do not ask questions like, what oils can I use for eczema? If you want to rephrase your question and say, how can I best support glowing skin using essential oils? I'm your girl. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. My music was a little bit too loud. Oh, thanks, Michelle. How sweet are you? Oil Magic by Michelle. You guys go follow her. She's got a great account. So here's what I want to do. I first just want to let you know there's a promo ending today. If you are on the fence and somebody in doTERRA has been guiding you up to now, you've had a bestie or a great, hey babe. Yeah, Steve Winwood rules, that's right. Higher Love playing right now. If you've had a friend who's been kind enough to just plant those seeds in your life around doTERRA, I want you to connect with them after this broadcast, okay? So I'm here just showing up to educate. I know there's people in the community that have learned about doTERRA through me, and if that's the case, I want to help you get started today, okay? Because today there's two things going on. So whether you live in Canada or the US, there's a really cool promo for you, okay? And the two starter collections I want to focus on right now with you. Number one is the Home Essentials Kit. I don't know the prices off the top of my head. It's $330 Canadian. It's obviously less in the US. I think it's $285, something like that, or $275. Maybe somebody could correct me, Michelle, if you're still on. Home Essentials Kit is the one I started with. Top 10 oils, this size, full bottle, right? So we get about 250 drops of oil out of these bottles. That's about 250 uses per bottle. And you get the top 10 oils. If you want to know why these top 10 oils are so important for creating a healthy lifestyle, I want you to hop over to WholeFit right now. Just Google it in a separate page. Just Google 150 uses for the top 10. I think that's what I called it. It was a blog post I wrote 2 years ago. Tons of examples, but here's the deal. These top 10 oils in that kit, and then in the one up from that I'm going to talk about in a moment, they're going to address and solve 80% of the healthcare needs in your home with 10 oils, okay? They go really far. And that's the kit I started with. It comes with a diffuser, so that's super fun. So you really get to start playing. You really start to get into the different categories. Hey, Vera. The different categories of your life. And here's what happens for everybody, okay? I'd love for those of you, we have just under 100 people on live. I'd like you to share in the comments, if you are using doTERRA already, what was the main reason you started? Was there, you were trying to help your kids become healthier, you're a busy mom and you wanted to have those little moments throughout the day of sanity, grabbing an oil and literally huffing it? Was it for your self-care, your skincare? Maybe you wanted to be more conscious of what you're putting on your body. Was it to cleanse? What was it? Share with us. And then I want you to also share with us after what happened next. How many of you noticed? You can even just tap the screen if you want. How many of you noticed that one area then was a domino effect in your life? It just started to totally influence all of the other areas. And like C.S. Lewis is known for saying, day by day, it feels like nothing's changing, yet when you look back, everything is different, right? Like so many of you are commenting, hey, Sarah Prout, how are you, girl? Self-care and emotional care, awesome. I mean, you guys are, like, what I want you guys to pay attention to in the comments here, we've got about 30 people have left comments already. Ear infections with their kids, respiratory issues with the boys, digestive issues, anxiety, stress, anxiety, emotional support, keeping my baby healthy, wanted to have non-toxic options for my kids, tools in my toolbox. I mean, eliminating cleaning toxins, you name it. This is what makes doTERRA very unique in what we do, is that one bottle of oil goes a lot of different ways. So that first kit I mentioned is a qualifying kit today, the last day of May. The second kit I want to highlight is called the Natural Solutions Kit. It's called Nature's Solutions Kit in Canada. And this is a step up. This is going to be over $500 and it's going to be the top oils and products. Okay, so now we're getting into things like the OnGuard line, the foaming hand soap, shampoo, conditioner. Really, it's kind of the kit you'd go with if you want to address multiple areas in your home right away. That is the kit I wish I had started with, because I started with the home essentials and ended up spending a lot more money in the long run because I was buying all the things by month 2. How many of you can relate to that experience, right? So here's what I wanted to tell you about that ends today, and then we'll go to Q&A. Today, if you get started with either the Home Essentials or the Natural Solutions Kit, and you guys can look those up, I already gave you the approximate prices there. They're the two most popular ways people start with doTERRA. So if you think across the world, there's over 6 million people that have started with doTERRA. Most of them have started with either the Home Essentials Kit or the Natural Solutions Kit. Today, ending tonight at midnight, if you're in Canada, you're going to receive a free Immortelle roller bottle. Just spin it so you guys can see how super glam this is. I refer to this baby as the beauty oil. So I want to share with you my top 2 ways I use it. I not only use it as my pure fume, I love to roll it just a little bit like behind my ears, right? It smells like beauty. It's like if beauty had a smell, it would be Immortelle. Hey, that rhymed. I should write doTERRA and have that worked into the description. If beauty had a smell, it would be Immortelle. See how like the best things just roll off your tongue like in the weirdest times. Now, I love this as deodorant. Super cool tip here. When you get this in for free, and this is around a $90 blend, just so you know, because of the crazy cool, awesome, effective oils in this: helichrysum, rose, frankincense. So you're going to take this, and I'm going to encourage you to make an extra roller bottle from this because this is pure strength right here. Now, you can use this. Like, it's very intense. However, you can use it right out of the bottle. Most people like to dilute it. So what you're gonna do is you can hop on down to the closest health store near you, or you can order it from your doTERRA store, which you'll get after you get started. You'll get your own store that you can order from whenever you want at 25% off. And you can order an empty roller bottle from the accessory store. It's gonna have a beautiful stainless steel top on it. And you're going to pour out half of this into the new roller bottle and then top them both up with fractionated coconut oil. And now you will have a nice diluted Immortelle that you'll get even more use out of, okay? So that's the free one in Canada. I mentioned deodorant, I mentioned perfume. It's incredible on your skin. The best serum you could ever make for your face would be to take, after you portion out your diluted one, so they'd both be diluted at that point, right? And you just roll it, like this is the full strength one I'm using right now, but I love it under my eyes. So basically, anywhere that you have a little bit of, like, maybe you're 38 like me, and you're starting to see those little lines. I will never get Botox or any of that jazz. I believe in using as natural as possible, but this is going to do magic on your skin. Again, most beautifying oils in this blend, and that's free in Canada till tonight with either one of those two kits I mentioned at the start. Or you can actually create your own custom order as long as it's at least 200 volume or higher, okay? Now in the US, you're getting a different freebie. So the US is getting a cool little bundle of 4 products. You're getting a 15 ml OnGuard blend, which is the ultimate protector blend, not only for your immune system, but in every way. Energetically, if, like, let's say there's that person in your life that every time you leave them, you feel a little bit heavy. You know the one? Take your OnGuard and just create a little cross across your heart before that next time you meet that friend, and notice what happens. You feel safe. It's an interesting thing. I heard somebody, I heard a doctor a couple weeks ago talking about the oils and how there's a very emotional, spiritual element at work with the oils because you're using nature. Nature knows a lot more than we do, let me assure you of that. And so you're using the oils for one thing, and even if you don't believe they're working on you in a spiritual way, maybe you don't buy into that yet, it doesn't matter, they still do. They still go to work in that way. They still are very protective that way. So OnGuard is that blend. If you have kids, you must have OnGuard in your home. You just fire up that diffuser when they get home from school and off you go. You're also going to receive, so the large bottle of OnGuard for free in the US, you're also receiving a large bottle of wild orange, which is the oil of abundance. It is happiness in a bottle. It's incredible. You just put a drop in your hand and breathe that sucker in. Okay, save your questions. We'll get to those in just a few minutes. You're also getting, how many of you saw me talk about this on Insta stories earlier this week? So I'm away on business travel right now, and I am obsessed with this, especially for travel. I spray this stuff on everything, okay? This would be like the Windex in my big fat Greek wedding. Okay, everything. You just like go to town with this because it's going to kill 99% of bacteria. So you know that hotel room bed? Yeah. You know that remote control in the hotel room? Yeah. You want to spray that with this. This on its own, you guys, is actually quite cheap. I think, I don't know off the top of my head. Is it like $6 bucks? Something like that. $5.99, $6.99, something like that. At wholesale. So you'll want these like everywhere in your life, in your bag, in your gym bag, in your car, because especially if you have kids, right? This is a really safe, effective way to keep them clean. Washing hands is always king, obviously. We know that from research, but using a sanitizing spray, especially one that's not going to murder all of your good bacteria, like most of the sprays out there, this is amazing. You're getting that free. And the toothpaste, which we all love. Hi. I don't know. I don't know if my teeth actually look white right now, but this is what I use. And I'm so obsessed with it. Like, obsessed. It's incredible. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, go scrape my tongue, I do my oil pulling, and then this, and that's my routine. Okay, so enough of that. Let's get to the point. I wanted to show up for you to answer whatever questions you have, and I mean whatever questions you have about health and doTERRA and like whatever. You want to know why doTERRA is network marketing? Go ahead and ask. You want to know what makes doTERRA better than any other essential oil company out there? Go ahead and ask. I will never knock another brand, but I believe so much in what doTERRA is doing around the world and what they're creating. They are the only company in the position to change healthcare as we know it. So go ahead and ask. I'm very educated in all the things health and essential oils, and I'm here for you for the next 20 minutes, okay? Let's see. Scrolling back. Just trying to locate the questions among the comments. Plant health, will I be uploading this to Facebook? I don't know. Can I save Instagram videos? I can't remember. Because I usually do have both going. I will if I saved it. Otherwise it'll just be available for 24 hours. Ashley said, I just started the business with doTERRA. Do you have any suggestions on how to have that business conversation with others you enroll, or how to approach those who would kill it or do well in doTERRA? Yeah, you know, that when you love something and when you love what you do, you kind of want to talk about it all the time, right? Here's the thing though, it's really important that when people think they want to do doTERRA as a business, it's really important that they start as a customer first, just so that they can really understand what this is about, that this is about helping people, that this is about them taking real responsibility for their own health care. You can't rush that process. So I think it's great to say to somebody, you know what, you would love this, but why don't you start as a customer and learn about your oils and love on them, and then let me know when you might want to have a class. No pressure and no timing to it, but encourage them to take at least 3 months with using their oils before they even think about helping someone else get started with the oils. Alicia said, I'm feeling lazy today and I need to clean the house. What oils do you suggest I diffuse for energy? Real simple. Almost everyone has these if you're with doTERRA. Wild orange and peppermint. It works every time. Put it in the diffuser and then also add a drop to your hands. Rub them together and deeply breathe in so that limbic brain can kick in and affect the whole thing. Mito 2 Max is a key supplement for energy because it's not fake energy. It creates clean cycles of energy. It works with the ATP, which are in the mitochondria. Okay, works with that cycle, helps to clean that. So it's a great supplement. I take it twice a day. Andrea said, do you change the probiotic you take monthly? I do not, but what I do is I take doTERRA's PB Assist probiotic every other month for 30 days. And in the month when I'm not taking it, I ramp up the amount of probiotic-rich foods. This is important so you're getting a variety of different strains, but doTERRA's probiotic is one of the best available in the world today because of how it's encapsulated. Because most probiotics you purchase at the store or at the health food store are not making it to the intestines. They're dying in the stomach because of the high acid. So the doTERRA probiotic is encapsulated with, it's like a pill within a pill, and it has prebiotics in there to feed the probiotics so that they stay alive. What is oil pulling? It's where you take an oil like sesame oil or fractionated coconut oil or olive oil. Cold pressed sesame oil is best, okay? And what you do is you get up in the morning. Now I encourage you to scrape your tongue first, whether you actually buy a tongue scraper or you use the back of a spoon. But you get like kind of the gunk out first, and then you swish your oil, like your sesame oil, for example. You basically take about a teaspoon, you swish it around your mouth for up to 20 minutes. If you have a high gag reflex, this is gonna be tough in the beginning. So you work your way up, but it's amazing what gets pulled out of the gums, and it's like the best flossing you could ever do. I personally love to add a drop of either OnGuard or peppermint to it while I do it. That'll make it a lot easier for you. Rayung. What essential oils can help with acne inside and outside the body? So topically, the best essential oils for supporting healthy skin are Purify Blend, tea tree oil or Melaleuca, even oils like Zendocrine Blend, which is typically a support for the liver. That oil blend is really effective topically. Drinking internally, what you want to do is drink a ton of water. You want to get 3 to 4 liters of water per day, good filtered water. Add 1 to 2 drops of your doTERRA lemon to it to do deeper cleansing as you're using it. Supplement-wise, you want to go higher with your omega fats. You want to be taking Lifelong Vitality Pack because it has a perfect balance of multivitamins, the fats, the minerals, antioxidants, really good fat source there in that multivitamin. So that's called Lifelong Vitality. Almost everyone in doTERRA uses it. It's incredible. You also want to take Terrazyme. So Terrazyme is doTERRA's digestive enzyme. I'm not sure how many of you knew this, but anything showing up in the skin is showing a dysfunction of the digestive system and a toxic overload going on internally and a burdening of the liver. So it's actually really wise when you have anything showing up as a breakdown in a system, you want to do doTERRA's Cleanse and Restore, that 30-day program, because that's going to do a reboot. But if you don't want to do that, if you want to start off really slow, then just take Terrazyme at least 3 times a day, up to 5 a day. Okay, so if you're doing the 5 a day, you're doing 1 first thing in the morning, 1 with every meal, and then 1 right before bed. You'll see miracles in your skin. Why is LLV so important? Because we live in 2018. And because we have the opportunity, we are so privileged to live right now. But the shadow of our generation, the dark side of the time we live in, is an extreme exposure to toxic overload and malnourishment in our food supply. We are heavier than ever. Obesity has never been higher in North America, but we are very malnourished because everything's changed. The soil conditions have changed. Food growing today is not like it was 100 years ago. Most people do not have time to grow their own food. So they're faced with the decision of, am I going to purchase from the store? Am I going to purchase organic or not? Local organic would always be the best way to go if you can go to a market and get to know a good farmer near you. But our food supply is radically different than what it used to be, and it's not meeting our needs. And you can tell. I mean, I don't need to tell you this. You likely know when things are off in your own body. You can listen to people rattle on all the time that say, oh, that's hogwash. You don't need multivitamins today. I encourage you, whenever you're taking advice from somebody, look at their example of what they're teaching before you take their advice. Let's say your doctor is saying, you don't need a multivitamin. That stuff's just a waste of money. He's correct in one way, because a lot of multivitamins out there today have a ton of fillers. It's like you're swallowing a brick, and none of it gets absorbed. But this is why doTERRA's is so important, because it's balanced and it's bioavailable. It's actually maintained in what's called the glycoprotein matrix, which helps it assimilate properly in the body. It helps it become available so that the body can actually make use of it, and it's not mega dosing. So you're not taking these crazy high amounts of one vitamin or mineral, jacking up your body in one way, which creates stress in the body. Too much of anything is going to create stress in the body. So it's very balanced. And what you notice from it, very basic, what you'll notice is stronger hair and nails, glowing skin. Your systems will start to communicate better because they actually have the materials they need to work with. You'll notice higher energy and less pain. Those are like on the basic level, and it only goes up from there. Just gonna drink. Hey Shayla, she said, being a Canadian, where do you source out books, sample jams, and bottles for your business? Seems like everything out of the US has crazy shipping prices. Yeah, it does. There's a great store out of Toronto called My Essential Business. They'll have everything you need. Tag a friend if you guys want to invite them on. I'm going to stay on for another 10 minutes, okay? Awesome. Thanks for your comments, you guys. Hello, Colleen. Nikki Brown, why is doTERRA not certified organic? Here's why. So I'm not sure, Nikki, if you know how doTERRA sources, but they source globally, okay? So they go to the place in the world where that plant grows naturally, where its growth has not been forced, okay? This is important because, again, you have to understand that nature knows a lot more than we do. We're only now just starting to understand that, okay? We've been a little bit ignorant for a long time. So nature nature just keeps doing its thing, right? So it grows, the plants grow where they are meant to grow. This is why you see lavender almost problematic in places like France or Bulgaria. Because of that, you have a very different constituent profile. Now, here's the benefit of sourcing globally. You guys ready for this little truth bomb? There are places around the world that do not believe in poisoning their people. Okay? Where we live here in North America, I'm assuming most of you here live in North America, the game is very different. The game here is not about health. It's not about doing the right thing for our future and for the planet. It's not, the way that we live here is ridiculous. We are not thinking of future generations in what we're doing. People my age, so I'm 38, our parents didn't know that much different. There wasn't access to the information we know now. And unfortunately, our parents, my generation, I'll speak to specifically, our parents adopted a lot of things very fast that harmed our health. So girls my age that were on the birth control pill from 16 all the way into their 30s, major problems going on for their bodies right now as they try to conceive. All the plastics, all the vaccinations, the mass production of dairy and sugar and wheat and how we've done that. So when it comes back to farming practices in North America, pesticide use, I mean, the organic industry within North America is getting to the point where it's laughable. Unfortunately, having something certified organic is becoming really difficult because of all of the bleeding out that's happening with all of the chemicals and pesticides being used. It's very difficult for a farmer to maintain an organic practice today. So this is why it is actually so important that you choose doTERRA for your oils, because they're sourcing globally where these pesticides are not even being used. There is no need for organic certification because of that. And the other thing is, you have to understand, with a stamp on a product, it's very expensive for not only like the company to have that there, but for the farmer. The farmer has to go through a process to have everything. And when we are dealing with doTERRA's whole co-impact sourcing model, if you want to learn more about it, go to source2.com. Their whole model of business in sourcing the oils is to create global abundance. So they go into, Somalia, and they create a partnership with the distillers, with the farmers there, that benefits them as they're creating this beautiful frankincense for us to use. And so there's no middlemen, there's no brokers happening. I mean, it just avoids all of that, all of the negative side of business. That's what's happening here. And so take some time to understand why would we need an organic label? That's very important if you're buying oils from a company that is not transparent about where they're sourcing. But the unfortunate thing to know is today, it's actually quite difficult to even truly say that a product is organic. Bree Bell said, is Young Living a sister company to doTERRA? No, they would be, I guess, a competitor, right? Like, is that what you mean by your definition of sister company? There's no connection. They started with essential oils 20 plus years ago, and now they do a lot of other things. Like, you can buy frying pans and flour and makeup, you name it. It's kind of they've kind of gone the direction of Amway. Alicia said, I can't use peppermint due to high blood pressure. Any other ideas? Yeah, what are you wanting to use peppermint for? What are you wanting to address? And I'll give you a sub. What do you say to someone who's purchasing their doTERRA on Amazon? Careful, be really careful. I have yet to meet somebody who's bought doTERRA on Amazon that actually got doTERRA in the bottle. It's very easy. In fact, I know somebody who ordered doTERRA and their bottle came with a white cap. I kid you not. So as you know, they should always come sealed. But it's so easy to create a reseal. You can actually buy lids. I don't know. Do you guys know this? You could put anything in here and sell it on Amazon. So unfortunately, you have the bulk of the sellers on Amazon. What they're doing is they're rebottling. So they'll take something, they'll go buy frankincense, like a really crappy frankincense at the mall, and they'll put it in a doTERRA frankincense bottle, grab a seal with a collar, tighten it up, and sell it for $90. Because people, you know, I think there's a perception that, oh, doTERRA's network marketing, so I don't want to purchase through that. It's the best way to purchase because you buy your oils whenever you want. There's no monthly fee. You buy the oils, it's like Costco. You shop on, buy them at 25% off whenever you want. But you get this like completely awesome community and support along with that. Like whenever you want it, you hop into a Facebook group, for example. You type your question out, and you have all these friends that come to answer your questions. Like, it's the best ever. You can't buy what we do on Amazon. That's the thing. Like, Amazon, I mean, it's a beast. It's a giant. Amazon's not going away. And people will always sell on Amazon, okay? But you have to be careful. Like, honestly, I love Amazon. I buy a lot of things there, but I'm not gonna buy my healthcare on Amazon. I would never buy supplements on Amazon. I'll buy coffee. I'll buy coconut oil. You know what I mean? Like I'll buy a dry skin brush, but just be very careful. Steph Downey, take the 5 TerraZine. She asked how long? Take it until your skin clears up. Is that what you're asking about? Just, you know, your body will start to give you feedback. And then I take 3 a day because I'm obsessed with it. I can go eat this big ass salad with all these nutrients in it. And if it's not digesting properly, what's the point? You're just gonna poop it all out. None of it absorbed. So TerraZine helps everything absorb in the body and get utilized properly so that that big ass salad you just ate actually goes to work in your body, okay? If you're past the age of 35, your digestive efficiency, your enzyme efficiency has dropped. So you typically do need to supplement. I'm not sure how many, there's a lot of questions here, so I'm just trying to scroll through. Sorry if I'm not getting to all of them here. If you were gonna buy new cookware for your kitchen, what would you buy? Cast iron, for sure. Can someone who doesn't like taking pills break the VMZ and alpha CRS into a smoothie instead? Not a good idea, no. They also taste horrible. Here's a tip. What you wanna do, I took my supplements, or I would actually do it live for you. I just took them an hour ago. Let's say you're having a hard time, do it one at a time. You work your way up. 1 pill in your hand, you put it in your mouth, you tilt your head forward, you keep your chin down, and you swallow, chin down, because you're working with gravity, and the water helps with the process. And honestly, it's all mental. So when people say they can't swallow pills, it's because they've told themselves that their whole life. So you have to relax. You have to be in a calm state when you're trying to do something like that, and you'll be able to do it. Okay. Pet care. Sorry, you guys. You've been good with your questions. I just realized, you know, as I'm scrolling, like, oh my gosh, we got quite a few more here to go. Okay, I answered that one. Hey, Maggie. Hi, Tracy. Yeah, Tracy, oh my gosh. Tracy was just in Brazil on a co-impact sourcing trip where doTERRA sources their Copaiba, which right now still has a limit of 1 per account because it's in such hot demand. But Tracy said no one can ever tell me their oils are comparable. I love the pictures from that trip. Hey, Diana, she said because of Source to You and doTERRA's transparency, we can see what is in every single batch. Nothing but plant oil, no pesticides, fillers. Yeah, doTERRA is the only company doing this, you're right. So there are companies where if you go to the right people and you get connected to the right people, they will release their GCMS reports, their gas chromatography, mass spectrometry reports. And that is, if you are a chemist, you'll be able to read them and understand the spikes of the constituents in the oil. It's gonna be quite a bit of work for you to get those from a lot of companies, but doTERRA is like, here you go. Here's what's in that oil. Here's where in the world we sourced it. Here's all the quality testing on it. Enjoy that beautiful healthcare in a bottle. So you like, here's how I describe Source to You. It was the website when it launched, was it 2 years ago, you guys? Well over a year ago, anyway. When it launched, it was like every other essential oil company was like, oh crap. right? Because it was like all of a sudden that calls into question, well, what are you doing, Mull Essential Oil Company? Or what are you doing, Health Food Store Oil Company? It called everybody out, not in a divisive way, but because they're now like completely transparent and saying, here's what's in this bottle. Every other company, it really does call them out, right? And I'd encourage you, if you're using other companies, do your homework on it. Know what you're putting in your body. All right, well, we made it to the end. So let me wrap up really quick. If you've been on the fence about starting with doTERRA, I want you to know something. Number one, I understand it's an investment in your health, and it's not a sexy message. I'm not here saying, hey, join me for 30 days of using this protein shake and you're going to have a six-pack. There's a lot of that kind of marketing out there, right? Here's the thing, that stuff is like really easy to market to people because a lot of people want like quick fixes in their life. That's just how we think today. But I want you to understand something. When you have these oils in your home, you will not believe how well they work for you instantly. You need energy fast, you breathe in that peppermint, it opens up your lungs, you're breathing deeper, reducing tension instantly. Wild orange for joy and happiness. Like, watch what happens to your emotion as you use pure plant. When you have these oils with you in your life, there's nothing you can't address. I assure you of that. And again, I'm not suggesting that you come off of prescription medications for something and just all of a sudden start using oils. Ideally, the goal that you've been working on with your doctor is to eventually not be needing to put harmful synthetics in your body. If that's not a goal that your doctor's partnering with you on, you need to find a new doctor. But the goal is that you are every day making little steps towards vitality, and it's there for you. Your body's rooting for you, okay? Your body every day is working to come back home to high health and vitality. And essential oils, in my honest opinion, are the key gate. They are the gateway to a higher level of health. So here's the truth. You look at a day like today and there's a promo, and that always incentivizes people, and I get that, right? So today's fun because you enroll today and there's the opportunity to get free stuff, and that might be why you get started. But the thing to understand about money, when you look at a kit like the Home Essentials kit, you think, oh my gosh, $330 Canadian, I don't know if I can afford that. You're going to spend the money anyway. You will. Like, whether you, even the most budget conscious people, they're going to spend that money on something. So let it be something that's investing in a greater future for yourself, not some quick hyped up marketing, you know? Like, it's crazy what we spend our money on sometimes that is never actually creating our best life. So I want you to really, and maybe today's not your time, and I get that. Like, maybe you're not, you know, something like free stuff doesn't work for you. Let this be a seed planter, okay? What I'm talking about today, I will likely be talking about for as long as I live, because I believe in it so much. You guys, even on my own team, okay, I'm a small part of the work doTERRA is doing, and we have 70,000 people on our team around the world. 70,000 people in 4 years using doTERRA. You know, some of them got off to a great start right away. Some of them got some oils in their home, and they're, you know, 2 years later, they're writing me being like, oh my gosh, Ange, I never really started using them when I got them in, but I get it now, you know? And like, they're slowly making those changes. You can take your time with it. So here's the thing. This will stay live for 24 hours. I'll see if I can upload it as a recording somehow. But if not, tag your friends in the comments, tell them to come hop over. All they need to do is click my profile picture on Instagram, and they'll see there's two options. When you click a profile picture on Instagram, you can see live and you can see stories. So you click the live button, and then you can watch this until tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Okay? Anyway, this was fun. Hope that helped. Save before I post. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you. And then maybe I can upload it to Facebook. And yeah, make sure you guys connect with the friend in doTERRA that's been guiding you. They'll help you get started today. If you want to get on that promo, again, the two kits that qualify are the Home Essentials and the Natural Solutions Kit. If I'm the one who's been guiding you, then shoot me a quick PM. Right here on Instagram is fine. Or you can email me. You can even enroll yourself through my link, or the person that's been helping you. They can give you the link and you can set up your own account and be in complete control of it. There's no monthly orders unless you want free stuff. It's super fun. You guys will love this lifestyle. Mwah. Okay, I will see you guys when I see you. No schedule this summer. I'll just hop on whenever, okay? For those of you in doTERRA, have a great last day of the month. Enjoy helping people get started.